it's something I'd never thought of before. And that was on the right, we see things through a right and wrong lens. And when you look at something through a right and wrong lens, if you feel you're right, you almost have like a moral obligation to explain your side, understand their side, and try to help them get to what you believe is the right view on something. The left views things through an oppressed and oppressor lens. And if you think somebody is an oppressor, you feel a moral obligation to remove the oppressor, not convince the oppressor. Oppressors aren't convincible.
Right.
They have to be taken out.
And the idea is that if you continually call someone a Nazi, that's a big deal. If someone is truly a Nazi, then the idea of, harming that person is not such a crazy thought.
And we'll talk about this later, but where these people are consuming their news information and what is being fed to them, that Trump is a Nazi and other things, that I think is what is driving all of this, is that their myopic view of the world fed by the mainstream media is playing itself out in these views and beliefs, that it's taking resources away from Americans, that it is costing them more money. Like this is the winning message I think Republicans need to have on the issue of these ICE raids and illegal immigration, which is the reason you can't buy a house, the reason your rent just went up, the reason that your groceries cost more, the reason that your kids' schools are overcrowded is because of illegal immigration. And we have to fix this issue. They still came here illegally. If you murdered somebody 15 years ago, we don't go, oh, well, he's been a good citizen since then. You open up the cold case and you arrest the dude. Like, I don't see why it's any different that somebody who broke the law coming here gets a pass. It had nothing to do with, I don't like these extra people who don't look like me around. It was the consequences of all of it and how it was changing our country.
And it's just like the tariff issue. And that's why I mentioned that
at the beginning. It's Trump derangement syndrome. It's not ideology.
It is, because if Donald Trump didn't exist and someone else, Barack Obama, brought up this issue, we would see the exact inverse on this. When you described it as one big, beautiful bill, you got one number. And then when you described it as the working class tax cut bill, support nearly doubled.
That's where they get this Trump is a Nazi thing from and do their stupid No Kings protests, because like, what the heck does that even mean? Like, nobody thinks he's a whole other point, but it's all because they're consuming this national news, and that is the national narrative.
Can I tell you how disappointed I am in you? And
the future seems so cool.
Being surprised by this. Brent Buchanan is one of the best pollsters in the country, and I've learned so much from him over the last 5-6 years. But the number one thing I've learned from him is how emotions drive votes, and how we need to always be worried about the end user, which is the voter.